What I can't stand is people that decide to cross the border and gimme, 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 when we have veterans that need help and need vocational programs and need funding and need this, and we decide to give it to illegal aliens, immigrant, whatever the fuck you want to call them,
Hmm.
versus our own brave men and women who serve this country. I feel that first responders um, should have a huge pay raise.
Yeah.
I feel that LEOs should have a huge pay raise. I feel that LEOs should have, and I think Mitch Aguiar has a great program. Jiu-jitsu should be funded for them. They should be able to go to the range so much more. They shouldn't have to pay. They should be as well equipped as possible
Hmm.
versus being, undertrained. I'm not saying that, and I'm just saying that training in that type of environment is a
Yeah.
perishable skill. Shooting a gun is a perishable skill.
Well, most of them are undertrained, and
They
it's
they are. They admit
unfortunate.
it. My
Yeah,
stepfather,
well,
police
and
officer.
most, I mean, man, we were driving out of church the other day, and there's a cop who directs traffic outside of the church, and this guy, I'm sure he does his best to be a great cop, but my wife goes, "Do they not have to pass physical fitness exams after they've passed the first one?" And I'm like, you know what? I don't think they do. I don't think my good friend of mine was a cop for a while, and well, actually, I've had quite a few friends that have been cops for a while, and I don't think they have to pass a physical fitness exam, very often. And you look at this guy, and it's like, man, how would he run down a criminal? Like how, or man, he would gas out if he had to get in a physical altercation with somebody that was built and strong. And not only do we need to be training them physically, but also the skills that of firing a firearm and training in closed quarters and so on and so forth.
I agree. I mean, I have seen some overweight officers, and you're always wondering like what the hell happened. But
Hmm.
but sometimes, I've got a couple SEALs that are overweight, but no, they may look it, but they're not. So you
True,
gotta
true.
judge a
Sometimes
book
they can
by
still be fit. They just may not look it. Yeah,
sometimes. I mean, but
yeah.
I know where you're going with that, and I do think that that is a two-sided street, right? As
Hmm.
case in point, if you know, I think police officers, first responders, they need to be the most in shape people there are. I mean, they
Yeah.
need to they technically, like a firefighter running into a
Hmm.
fire, carrying that stuff up. I mean, there are strict. I have friends that are firefighters.
Yeah.
That is regimented. I mean, you have to
Hmm.
stay on your A game. Navy SEAL, you have to stay on your A game.
You're a
You know,
tactical athlete.
everybody needs to stay on their fucking A game.
Hmm.
That's the thing. And, obesity is an all-time high now in America
Yeah.
because so many things are so accessible and they're so easy.
Hmm.
I had a coaching client that literally didn't even she didn't even leave the house. She worked from home, ordered food, didn't do anything.
Oh gosh.
And I told her,
Yeah.
listen, I'm not being rude. Get your fat ass up. She goes, you can't. Yes, I can. You're 300 pounds. You're fat. You need to get up. You need to go to the store, jump in one of your Porsches because she had money
Oh
and go there.
gosh.
She goes, I said, you'll move faster because if you don't like the way you look, you'll move faster. She started doing it. She lost about 100 pounds. Now
Wow.
she's doing things. Delete those
And it
fucking,
just starts a domino effect.
it
Yeah.
just starts
Once you,
like I said. If you're ordering food more than once a week on a fucking app, delete it.
hmm.
Figure out a way.
Go out to dinner to share that experience with people. I mean, you need community, you need interaction. Yeah.
We do the things here where my wife gets it. They're like pre-made meals in packages.
Hmm.
They're not cooked. So like my daughter opens them all up and there's the directions. I can't remember what it's called. And she cooks for us one night. It's awesome.
That's
She's
awesome.
14. She cooks,
That's so cool. Yeah.
and she's like, hey, and but it's great because we're like, Alexa, play a song. We'll play a
Hmm.
song. I don't know, probably government's listening to us, but whatever. Put on some music and we sing and we're
Hmm.
creating those memories that, you know, that you're
Yeah.
not going to get from sitting on your ass, um, ordering an app. And I tell everybody, put the phone down, have dinner together. We had
Hmm.
one of my daughter's little friends come over. We prayed. We're Christians.
Hmm.
She held her hand out. We prayed. And she's like, man, I wish my family did this more. And I was like, well, you know what?
Man.
She has a single mom. You can come over and do it with us anytime you want. She comes
Yeah.
over. We do it. We had
That's
my buddy
awesome.
Ronnie, he's a SEAL. He's been working on my house. Him and his daughter, he had her over. We had, we got some Chick-fil-A, Christian owned. We like that. We
Hmm.
prayed. He's like, man, that's so cool. You don't have to pray in my house, but
Yeah.
we're just giving thanks for what we have. That's what we do. And
Exactly.
that's what I think more people need to do. And it doesn't have to be from that type of spiritual,
Hmm.
assessment that ours is, but just be more thankful for what you have